Well, we're going to try this, see how it goes. Second time trying the live stream. Oh, let's see here. A hot cup of coffee, some adventures on. Hi, Mama Dee Dee, how are you? Oh, I'm hunting for you, girl. You ought to see this. Well, I can't tell you. I'm not going to show you. Never mind. But I'm pretty excited about the swap. Can you hear me? Hi, Kathleen. Oh, I hope you get your box soon. Rolled it out last Friday. That's been a week. I'm pretty excited about seeing that if you put it on live or put it on video. So what are you guys up to? Just hanging out? Oh, I know. This is only the second time I've tried a live. The first time was just me and Just Living for hours. So I'm pretty happy I've got people in here. How are you feeling, Kathleen? You feeling pretty rotten? Oh, cool. Um, I'll keep looking at my notifications to see if you've made your video. I'm really bad about that. I miss a lot. I have to go back. But are you feeling okay? Oh, honey. I kind of was watching one of Munchin and Chatting's live video refeeds. I was refeeding it so I could see it. And I got all this stuff back here. It looks crappy. Oh, what a day. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to have critters here pretty soon. The chickens coop is almost finished. Need to get the flooring and the gutters on. And we're going to have chickens. Goat barn's getting done. I'm so excited. Chickens and goats. Oh, it's going to be a lot of work. But I have people wanting to buy eggs already. I've got people wanting to buy goat's milk already. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't even have the goats or the chickens yet. But people are ready to buy. So have you guys been doing any shopping? He's also very cute. And he works for cheap. I'm sorry the audio was so bad on it. I don't know if it was how I was holding it or if it was the wind. I'm not really sure what was going on with it. Come on. You can come over here. Come on. I'll move my stuff around. Come on. Come on. Um, I wasn't sure what was going on. No shopping. I'm doing that low spin, low spin thing. And I've gotten quite a bit of clearance and a lot of free things from Dollar General. I did that Family Dollar haul. I did a grocery haul. But I've gotten quite a bit of clearance, pretty good shape. Because I have to get it now. You're in my hair. Oh, yeah. I've never, ever shopped online. Ever. Never, ever. God, I look huge in here. Ah. Ow. Your clothes hurt me. Hey, girl. How are you? I took a vacay day. Poor Barry had to go to work by himself. This is the second time I've tried this, so we're going to see if we can get more people in. Did you miss me? Did you miss saying hi to me at work today? Oh, well, I missed you too. Come on, get up there. Okay, don't get up there then. Run off. Okay. Um, let's see here. Yeah, I've never ever ordered anything offline. Oh, thank you. I got this 2 Thanksgivings ago at Walmart for like $2. And this hat gets more comments than any hat I've ever worn. Um, and I love it because it has the shiny part on it. But thank you. It's $2. I'm gonna feed my husband hot dogs tonight. That's the neighbor's cat, the little pastel kind of calico. Her daddy calls her little effer, and she is the neighbor's cat. She is the neighbor's cat, and she is so adorable. She's loving. She's wonderful. But I can't get close to her because my dog will chase her. I mean, she chases her right to the property line, right down to her house. But that cat catches my birds. I feed the birds like 2 or 3 cups of food every single day. Actually, like 2 cups and then 3 cups in the wintertime. And they're so fat, especially my doves. I have like this amazing collection of doves at my house. And they're so fat, she catches them. And, I wish she would just go for like the birds that cause trouble, but no, she goes for my doves because you know, they're easier to catch because they're so fat. But I love her. She's adorable. I had a yard sale out here, and my girlfriend came out, and she stayed with us the whole day. I couldn't even let my dog outside because my dog just wants to chase her. So, but she's adorable. She's loving. But yeah, her name is Little Effer. That's what he calls her. He's disabled, so he has a hard time with speech. And I guess when she was little, he had her in the house, and she peed all over his bed. But I don't know. She's a really cool cat, and she loves my helper. Um, he told me one day he was going to take her, and I was like, "You can't take her." It's like you can't steal her. That's not right. But yeah, she's a cuter. She's a cutie. So lots of stuff going on in the news. That little girl that was gone for like, what was it, 3 or 9 months? I can't remember what it said. I guess she got away from the guy. How that's kind of a big story going on right now. I love the doves. I absolutely love them. I hate it because they have such a high mortality rate when they're babies. I guess because they are just so big and awkward. Their nests aren't that great, and they blow out of the tree really easy. They like the cedar and the pine trees, and those limbs knock their nests out every year. And every year, their babies get killed. So if I can get them, to get past babyhood, we have a lot of doves, but I don't have a pear tree yet. I've been watching this story, and I don't like being negative on things, but do you think that maybe she really wasn't a captive? Maybe she was with him to do that to her parents? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't even probably say that or question that, but I don't know. It just seems odd. Yeah, 3 months. That's a long time. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of have my suspicions on it, even though I probably shouldn't. I'm not really a conspiracy theorist, but I don't know. I'm just glad she's out of there. I know they talked to the one girl that was gone for the one that had the real high profile case, and they talked to her a little bit and interviewed her and kind of talked about what that girl's going through. So it's got to be rough. I just hope I'm not right. You know, Mama D, I don't know. It's hard to say stuff like that, and but that's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw him. And of course, they're not going to believe him. If he says, "Well, she told me to do it," and then whatever. But we'll never know for sure. She'll have to live with that if she is guilty of that. But I don't know. Hey, I got a like. Look at that. I got a thumbs up. Woo! Wow, I've got 5 people this time. There was what, 2 of us last time? Oh, mercy. I figured I'd come on before my husband got home. He's going to be really mad because all I'm making him tonight for dinner is hot dogs. I could have cooked something really cool, but I didn't. I worked in my stockpile room, though. I got one side of it done, and the other side is horrible. I need to get into my inventory and see what I have, and oh my gosh, see what I need because some of my customers are wanting some stuff. Oh, yeah. Cool. Just thumb me up later. Thumb me up. So, Mama D, I hope that I get the right stuff for your spa box that I'm going to send out next month because I've been really thinking hard on this, and I've been looking at some things and kind of checking things out. So you better be prepared for something. Oh, and Kathleen, if you're still here, Shirley Wilson, she came later too when everything was appropriated for the SWAT people. Um, oh, I'm sure you will, Mama Dee. I've seen some of the stuff you sent much in chatting. Um, but Shirley Wilson didn't have a partner, so I went ahead and took her as a partner. So I'm doing 2 of the spa days swaps. So Shirley Wilson, I don't know if you all know her. I know I think there was a wedding in her family. I think her son got married, and she was kind of late to that video as well. So I went ahead and I'm going to swap with her as well. But I've never seen her in any of the live chats. So okay, so you do know her. Okay, so she is part of the group. I'm pretty excited about that one. Now, I don't know how to put links below. I don't know anything about how to do that. So what I'm going to do is kind of just make my video, and then I guess maybe you make all the links to all the swap videos, maybe if you could, because I really don't know how to do that yet. I really need to learn how to do a step. Okay, so you have two, two. Hey, Thor, come here. Come here. Come here. You don't have to sit over there. Come here. He just sits there and looks at me. My dog's eating in the background. Sounds like a big hog. So, I guess I'm going to be a big old homesteader farmer and milking goats and getting chicken eggs. I'm pretty excited about this. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and get some older chickens to start off with because I think for me, getting some older chickens, um, I can kind of find out what my prey thing is or what my predators are going to be, and if I've got the fencing correctly. All you do is click on your share button. Yeah, that sounds pretty easy. Have you not met me? Have you not met me? My daughter gave me an iPhone. It's going on over a year now, and I've been paying for service, and I don't know how to use it. So I will try it, though. I'm not going to say I'm not going to try it. So, yeah. So, is Munchin and Chattin', is she doing a live tonight? I figured she'd be online tonight. So I kind of wanted to do this before my husband got on, so that way if she came on, I would just be on hers. Hey, there's three thumbs. See, I work second shift, and normally I'm at work until like 10:20, and everybody's already done doing their lives. So when I take a day off, I try to hit as many of them as I can. My dog, she is part Akita Boxer and Great Dane. When she's done eating, I'll have her come over. She's huge. She's 140 pounds. She runs between 132 and 140. Um, when she's when her back legs and her back end hurts quite a bit, she starts gaining a little weight. Um, I had a purebred Great Dane, and I absolutely loved him. I love them. They say that once you have a Great Dane, it's like one of the breeds that you will always want. And I'll tell you, my husband and I differ on our dog breeds, the kind of dog that we're going to get next. And we always come back to where we can agree to get another Great Dane, except for he told me he wanted a female this time because my Great Dane was a mama's boy, and oh my gosh, he didn't want my husband next to me at all. He lived almost 14 years, so that was a pretty long time for a Great Dane until his stomach flipped on him, and that was pretty sad. But I'm looking to get an LGD, a livestock guardian dog. It is long for a Dane. I had a breeder tell me that, since he wasn't, I don't know, he wasn't like from $1,000, background, that he wouldn't live more than 7 or 8 years. And I'm going to tell you, he lived, it was like just months shy of 14 years. So I did something right with him. He stayed really thin, though. He didn't bulk up and things like that, like some of your Great Danes do. And it seems like the bulkier they are, the shorter their lifespan. So he was in pretty good shape. But I'm thinking about getting either a Great Pyrenees, which I think would be better for my property, than like a Anatolian Shepherd. So that's another thing we're going to look for once I get my perimeter fence in and then start fencing off the pastures and everything. Then I'm going to get the livestock guardian dog. Hey, hey, hey. She, why are you chasing her? Come here. You want to, come here. You see her. Come up here. Come up here. Come here. This way. You turned the wrong way. Come on, turn around. Turn around. Come here. Come here. No, 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 not that side. I didn't mean the other side. Come here. Uh, hold on a second. Cleo, come here. Cleopatra, come here. Come here. She knows that this camera is running, and when I'm talking to it, she knows people can see her. Come here. Come up here. Head first. Over here. No, turn this way. Well, we got her ass. There she is. Let's see. She knows that's my girl. She's like, stop it. What is that? What is that? Yeah, she's a big girl. Okay, you can go. She's like, I want to be sitting here. She will sit next to me. Loki. Come here, Loki. Come here. My animals don't know what to think when I'm sitting here talking because they're like, who the hell are you talking to? They just kind of watch me like, what? What are you doing? And then Cleo, she knows. She knows it's a camera. I don't know if any of you saw the one where she was eating soup off the spoon. She knew that iPad sitting there was a camera. She knew, and she just wouldn't. She wouldn't cooperate. She's going to be 10 on St. Patrick's Day, so she's getting up there in age too. She is pretty. She looks a lot like the Anatolian Shepherds, but she has an Akita mentality. I tried taking her to the nursing homes when she was 5.5 weeks old. I was the activity director at that point in time, and I tried taking her with me to work every day, and she did really, really well with the residents. I mean, from 5.5 weeks to 5 months, she did extremely well. And then all of a sudden, it was kind of like she was guarding the residents. So we would be in activity, and someone would step into the room, maybe a family member, but what really the State Board of Health inspectors, surveyors came in, and she stood up and let them know that she was guarding her people. And I looked at him. I said, yeah, I know, but she just really loves her people, and this is her thing. And, they didn't tell me not to take her back. They didn't tell me that it was a bad thing, but I just I stopped taking her to work with me. And she really, it messed with her mind because she really liked going to work with me. Ooh, dialysis. Ooh. Does he do it like 2 times a week, or is it a weekly thing? Another cigarette. I've had 2 service dogs, and it was fantastic. And then when I tried to train her, it didn't work out. And it's her. But we tried. Kathleen, I swear, my prayers are with you, darling. I complain about my crap and then I feel horrible because I complain over pretty much nothing. What is that? Cleo, what is it? What is it? You gonna howl? You gonna howl? 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 The train's going by. Normally she's howling. She's adorable sometimes. Cleo. Yeah, she's not gonna do it. Sometimes she does it in the middle of the night and it's kind of freaky. You hear the train and all of a sudden this really weird howl and you're going, oh my God. It's kind of creepy. The Perry, you have to have an open port, right? I think we had a lady doing that at the nursing home. I was in long term care for over 20 years. I went from CNA, activity director, and then to social service director. I'm a licensed social worker in the state of Indiana. Um, and I miss long term care very much. That was my thing. Now I'm a forklift driver at a car parts manufacturing company. There you go. There's your education paid for. Yeah, Kathleen, I will not complain anymore. I was hoping we get a few more people in here tonight. Hello, Sarah Jane. How are you? Welcome aboard. Second time trying to do a live stream here. How are you doing tonight? Pretty good. I took a vacay day today and did very little. Worked in my stockpile room, you know, did a few things, hung out with my helper outside while he worked on the goat barn for a while. Other than that, I didn't do anything. I didn't even get to the mailbox. And I kept my pajama pants on even with my bib overalls on. Yep, that's what I did. Didn't make it downstairs to do laundry. Yeah, I'm in Indiana. I am in the southeastern, sorry, the southeastern corner. I'm close to Cincinnati. This is still considered the Cincinnati area. You know, Sarah, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I had my pajama bottoms on. I threw on my bib overalls and I went to Kroger today and I went to the Dollar General and got free um, the Osteoflex. It's $9. I had a $10 coupon and they actually just took the $9 off of each one of them and made them free. They wouldn't give me the overage because it wouldn't ring through, but there you go. That was my freebies for the past 2 days. Osteoflex. There's a $10 coupon and it's $9. There were a lot of freebies at Dollar General this past week. Oh my goodness. So many freebies. Popcorn and then shampoo making overage and Jeezel Pete's. There was so much stuff going on. I'm telling you, Mama D, I should have done all my videos, all my hauls on all the little free things that I got all week. We would stop on the way to work and I'd come out and I go, 30 cents. And then the next day I'd come out and go, free. And my husband's like, you're an idiot. I come out with my big bottle of Mountain Dew and my Munchos for $1. And he's like, what are you doing? So there was a lot of stuff going on at Dollar General on them digital coupons. Now, I did see that someone had a 5 off of 25 for tomorrow, and that is the only one I've seen. I've never gotten one run through, and I don't have one on my digital, but somehow this person has one on a cash register receipt. I don't know how she did it. Because I would really like that for this week because antifreeze is on sale with a digital, and I think there's some cat food or dog food and a good digital. Well, Kathleen, I'm glad to hear that you're a fighter because I'll tell you what, financially speaking, it's got to be very rough. Not to mention just, the physical and stuff. I would be an emotional mess, but I'm glad you're a fighter. Now Kroger's, my Kroger has the OsteoFlex buy one get one free, and it's a big bottle, and it's on sale for $18.99, which is still a good deal. $9 for two of these great big bottles. But what's weird is my Kroger is a non-BOGO store, which everything normally comes up half price. No, not the medications. The medications actually are buy one get one free. So I tried that one to get him bigger bottles for free, and it didn't work out for me. But that was a good coupon. Now I did go into the Family Dollar and look around the medications and all the coupons I have for medications. I'm going to stock up probably next week at the Family Dollar. If they give me another 5 off of 25, I'm just going to do complete meds and some other discount stuff. Family Dollar had a good deal, the 5 off of 15 Pepsi Frito as well. And then I combined that with a 5 off of 25. I don't know if you saw my haul or not, but I got a lot of that Mountain Dew. My husband likes that Code Red or whatever it is. So I'm just going to keep throwing one in the refrigerator. Now he can have something to drink other than what I like. He drinks my stuff. Well, Kathleen, I'll tell you, um, it's tough to budget. And when you're budgeting on zero, it's I it's tough, right? Well, I'll tell you, those Nature's Bounty coupons. There's another one, the Nature's Bounty, and then there's another one that they're constantly throwing coupons out for. The Centrum. Now there's some digitals going on at Dollar General that makes them $1. So that's what I always stock up on. Being a prepper, I need to make sure that I have vitamins in my stockpile. So I get all the vitamin deals. My God, Sarah. Oh, jeez. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, hey, crafty mama. Well, I'm doing okay here. Learning about everybody, trying to get to know everybody in the group. "41, 43. I'll be 50 this year. Oh, 50. It doesn't bother me for my age, but when my daughter says, well, I'm going to be 30 in February, I'm like, holy crap. My age don't bother me, but her age bothers me. And she's getting married in May. So hopefully I'll be getting grandbabies soon after that. She is a career woman. She has one of those jobs where she travels all over. And I think that she's going to get tired of that pretty soon. And she's trying to come up with some ideas to do some work at home. She's supposed to help me get my channel doing a little better, teaching me how to edit, teach me how to make it kind of fun. And so I look forward to some changes this year. Let's see, mine will be 52 in November. He'll be 52 in November. I always remind him he's a lot older than I am by 2 years and like 5 days. So, anything exciting going on? Anybody have any live channels going on tonight? Yeah, I noticed you had the oxygen in one of your videos. No, Sarah, I'm boring. Apparently, no one wants to listen to me on my channel. I'm not snazzy enough. And I do eclectic talks. And hopefully, when I get the chickens going and the goats going, I'll have more to do for the homesteading side because no one wants to hear me talk about prepping or anything like that. I think I'm up to 137 subscribers, and I've been going for a while. Well, I made some enemies in the couponing community. That was my fault. Oh, you do? What kind of chickens do you have? I hope so. But like I said, I made some enemies in the couponing community, big wigs in the community. Yeah. I called them selfish cows, and I really didn't mean it to be like a personal thing. It was just the shock value of how I feel about throwing away stuff that could have been given and donated. But yeah, I really, yeah, I called them selfish cows. And the whole gurus and big wigs of the couponing YouTube community really came down on me. You don't know what your chicken breeds are. How about your goats? And do you milk your goats? Because I'm planning on trying to get milk goats, leaning towards Nubians or the dwarf goats because they're going to be easier to keep contained. Nubians can be quite the escape artists, from what I hear. Yeah, Sarah, I if you go back in my videos, I'm trying to think of which one it was. Oh, I don't remember. I have some really mouthy, mouthy ones, but it really pisses me off when couponers get all of this free stuff and they show all these hauls and they've got all this free stuff, and then like 6 months down the road, they do these videos where they're throwing expired products away, and it burns my ass, and I can't help it because I think, wow, you get 50 of something, you know you're not going to use it, and why would you even put it on your shelf if you're not going to use it or sell it? It just, but I didn't mean to call them names. I, it wasn't like I was calling them a name. It was like just out of, yeah. But, these people have like thousands of subscribers. I mean, thousands of subscribers. And yeah, I lost like, I don't know, 50 subscribers, and people won't watch my videos anymore from that community. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, it really did piss me off because I'm constantly working with our community. I donate a lot of stuff. Oh, you have boy goats. Well, yeah, I guess you don't want to milk those. That might go into a little bit of some other kind of topic. But yeah, I donate, and I'm getting ready to start a program called it's oh, I'm like trying to read and think, and it's hard for me because yeah, squirrel. Um, we're calling it meals for heels. No, that ain't right. Something like that. I can't remember. I got it written down in there. I've got a whole program I'm getting ready to do. Um, but what we're going to do is find out in like this small community. We're in a small farm community, and we have like this little apartment complex for the elderly and disabled. And what I'm thinking is if some of the ladies want to join and we get together, we can find out maybe someone who's been to the hospital and coming back from, maybe a surgery or being ill or therapy for some reason. And then each one of us can take them a meal once a week. And if I can get 7 people, that's a meal every day for a week. And I make enough to feed 4 or 6 people when I cook, and there's only 2 of us because I freeze meals for my lunches to take to work. And I'm thinking, well, I could buy styrofoam divided containers, and we could all just like take a meal to them once a day, and each one of us 1 day a week. That's 7 days. And if we had more, that'd be great because then we could do more in the community. I know that our community building has a kitchen as well, and I don't know what the State Board of Health laws are, but that would even be awesome too, is to be able to have a day where we could cook and invite them all down for some sort of, event. Get one of the catcher rides, the little buses, to pick them up there at the apartment and just shuttle them down to the little community building. Yeah, Sarah, I really, but I really screwed up. I mean, I wish I could remember the name of that video, but you got to go back and see it because I said exactly what I thought. I just shouldn't have called names. I shouldn't have. It was my fault. But I really get, I'm really passionate about donating the free stuff and things that give me overage that I'm never going to use and that my customers don't want to buy. Sarah, I really want to get this started. I'm at a time in my life where a lot of the older ladies who are so into the community and doing everything, it's time for some of us to step up, some of us younger generations to step up and take over their spot and let them, relax so they don't feel like, they've carried the community stuff their whole time. So that's kind of what I'm getting ready to work on. Plus, I'm getting ready to get the farm going. Oh, it's crazy. Right. I'm just so thrilled that I have the ability to coupon because I'm telling you, where do I work? I work in an auto parts manufacturing company. I went there um, because of the insurance, and they have their own clinic, which is actually a phenomenal thing. Um, and working in long term care, you would think, working in healthcare, you'd have great insurance, and no, you don't. Some of the worst healthcare plans are with long term care employees, and I miss it. I miss my people. Um, I think the best part of long term care was when I was the activity director. I was there every single day, and I would go in on the holidays. I would go in on the holidays. I wouldn't. My staff wouldn't have to go in. I would go in and do at least one activity with them on the holidays. Um, a Christmas, Thanksgiving. I would do great big feasts and buffets. I would go up on Super Bowl night, have a Super Bowl bingo party. Because of course they wanted to play bingo. Halloween night, I would stay all night long. I would set up the activity room like a living room with a big screen TV and bring in scary movies. And the younger residents we had, because we had a lot of younger residents, would come in and we would have snacks and watch scary movies all night long. And then my staff would come in the morning, and then I'd be like, I'm taking the day. So, you know, I would spend the night up there. New Year's Eve, I spent the night up there every New Year's Eve. We would play bingo until midnight and drink our sparkling grape juice and continue to play bingo. And then I would just spend the night up there because I'd had some that wanted to stay up all night. Because, like I said, we had younger people at that facility as well. So it was kind of like I had stuff for the younger people and then stuff for the older people, and try to keep everybody happy and keep it, as normal as possible. And I've been watching people start talking really bad about nursing homes. Stuff happens. I know that in the news, the resident had the baby. Oh my God. I mean, that's horrible. That's that's one of those things that it's almost unbelievable to hear. You're like, what? How could someone do that to that girl? That shoe. Um, but people start down in nursing homes every time one of those stories comes out, and it's like, man, I was in long term care for 20 years, and our residents were really happy and well taken care of, and that's between two nursing homes. And when something happened, people would start thinking that, the worst of how it happened. And to, Mama Didi, I hope they do, because I'm going to tell you, whichever guy worked there that they can't find, I guarantee that's the one, because he's probably hitting the road right now. He's probably, because he knows they're going to come after him. That's horrible. But when you work in long term care, they become your family. These people become your family. And I can't imagine not doing for them like I would do with my own family. And that's what I did. And being an activity director, it was kind of like left in my hands to make them happy, or to at least make one day, better than the next. And that was always my goal. Our state board of health surveyors, they come in and they do these meetings with them once a year. And every year they come out and they go, Penny, we know you're paying them. We know you're paying these people to say these things about you. They're like, no. I said, they just love me. Now, of course, when I would cancel a bingo game to do something else, they didn't like it. I'm in Indiana. But Kathleen, it's great that you only pay $1 for your prescriptions. That's great. That's fantastic. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the staffing, in Indiana, it's oh, really? Wow, Sabrina, we might be able to get together. Um, the staffing issues are 15 to 1 is like the minimum that they have to staff for each resident. Now, it might have changed in the past 3 years. I don't know. Because when I was a social service director, I would always advise our facility and administrator to have floater CNAs. But that 15 to 1 ratio, that actually comes from the State Board of Health. So, you know, the nursing homes are going to do what the State Board of Health requires as the minimum. So if people want to change that legislation, they need to talk to the State Board of Health that's in control of that. That's a government thing. So that's where it needs to change. Let's see, what state is that? Because I'm going to tell you, that's bad. 30 to 1 on CNAs or nurses, because nurses can normally do a whole floor, or that's what they do. They Some will have a nurse, and then they have a QMA, which is the med provider, and then 2 CNAs, because there's normally 30 residents to a wing. Um, Southeast corner. I'm in the greater Cincinnati area. And that's all I'm going to say for the video. But if you want to know, I mean, I'll let you know. But I'm not going to say it in here. My God, I can't believe it's almost been an hour. So where are you located? Yeah, 30 to 1. I don't think that's. I mean, you could probably look it up. Auburn. Where is Auburn? It sounds familiar. Yeah, 30 to 1 on CNAs. Wow, that's 15 to 1 is rough. And normally you have two, and then they just kind of tag team through until they get the people that need to be changed and done with two people. Wow. Oh, Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne is up north, I think. It seems like that. Yeah. But I'll tell you what, though. I hope they get that guy, and I hope they. It's too bad it's not like in the Northeast. Oh, okay. I'm sure there's some middle ground there that we could get together and do something. Wasn't she like 23? I'm thinking early 20s. I'm not sure what was going on with her. Um, but she was young, I think. I think she was 23. I think that's what I heard. I don't know. I've been watching news forever, so I've probably got everything all screwed up. But I know the family is going to keep the baby boy. Um, and do you realize that that guy will have parental rights? Do you? I mean, he will have parental rights. Mama D. You're driving to Fort Wayne to get some booze. I'll tell you, I was shocked that we now have alcohol on Sunday sales. That was like, whoa. I know there's a lot of people that go to auctions. I have never been to one. Auction. I need to. I need a pickup truck. I blew up my truck last year, but I made it home. Oh, I agree. When they were talking about him having parental rights, I was like, are you kidding me? He, pardon this, but he should have his penis cut off. Just saying. Something really bad. Yeah, really bad. Maybe not that. Just saying. They have to find it first. Now, ugh, horrible. I don't know. I see a big old get together coming soon. That's what I see. Yeah, but she told him where it was. You don't tell him where it is. I don't know. The dog ate it. I don't know. She told him where it was. They sewed it back on. The hell? And then he went and did porn. Yeah, crazy. This world is nuts. Now I'm telling you, this world is nuts. But I'm also going to tell you that if people don't get their food stamps and these people aren't getting paid and this shit keeps it up, by the end of February, I can guarantee you there's going to be some crazy shit going on. Just saying. I'm kind of looking towards leaning that way, that things are going to get really weird. Even our company's been acting a little weird, so I don't know what's going to happen. See, being an auto parts manufacturing, people don't buy cars when shit goes down. This company almost went down back in 2008. And I think they're starting to gear towards trying to think of ways to not get into that situation again, because we're in auto parts manufacturing. You know, people don't buy cars when the economy goes down. Not to mention, we trade with Japan and China. Honda is one of our biggest customers. So, and we have China customers as well. We have a company in Mexico. I mean, yeah, I don't know. So that's why, the homestead is really important for me. Chickens, goats, garden. I do garden and can right now, but I'm telling you, I have food stockpiled in my house. There's not a place where there's food. Oh my gosh. You can open a cabinet drawer and food will fall out at you. I can't help it. I cannot stand the thought of going through what I went through when I hurt my wrists at work. You know, oops, sorry. I didn't need to belch. I didn't read that, but I mean, you can see it. You can see people. My husband, I really shouldn't talk about him, but I just, he has no life in him whatsoever. None. And I've watched him go down. Um, but you can just look in people's eyes when you go to the grocery store or anywhere. And, I'm always like, hey, how you doing? Hi. How's it going? And these people are just like, please don't talk to me. I don't want anything to do with people. And, I'm a hermit, but when I go out in public, I'm at least friendly. And people are not friendly anymore. They're not friendly. They're impatient. They're rude. Um, but yeah, I can see that people are depressed. I can see that. Well, I mean, look at I mean, I don't want to get politically speaking because apparently I can't do that. But when you have, how am I going to say this? I don't know. When you have a leader that will say and do whatever to whomever and whatever country, it kind of lowers the bar on standards of the common folk. How's that sound? So common folk are going to be more rude. They're not going to care. They're going to say whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm incorrect, but it just seems like the bar has lowered in our country for communication, how we treat each other. And there is such a division right now, politically speaking, that it's ridiculous. I've been called a fence sitter. I don't mind being a fence sitter because I'm sitting up there and I'm watching both sides going, what is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people? Why is there such a division in this country? I'm very political and I try not to be because I get really upset over it and I get really, and people really get upset over my opinions. But that's why. Because we've lowered the bar. Well, not us, but our country has lowered the bar. I mean, look at the other countries. They think there's there's no couth. When our leader goes somewhere and makes a spectacle of himself, other countries are looking like, what a bozo. I didn't say I called him a bozo. But, other countries look down. Exactly, Sarah. We are. And I'm not going to say anything else. I need to watch what I say because, yeah. In the prepping community and in the homesteading community, there are a lot of one-sided ideas. And, I understand when you have an opinion and you feel compelled to be one sided. I think people need to be dimensional. And I think being a dimensional person would make things better to look at all sides. But anywho, that's right, Sarah. We need to be good. Well, come on. Come on. Come on. That's my boy. What do you want? You want more turkey? Oh, is that what you want? You want more turkey? Mm-hmm. My boy. He likes turkey. You hungry? You still hungry? Oh, you don't like my cigarette, do you? Yeah. It's a bad habit. Don't ever smoke. Um, are you on Social Security now? Well, you should be concerned. I would be very concerned if I were you. I will tell you that if you receive your SNAP benefits, those will not be on your card in February. Looks like he's got a wig on. Um, According to what I've seen. So you need to find the food banks, you need to find the food pantries, the churches, and start stocking up and go in there and getting your food. If you're already doing it, expand. Um, do a perimeter search for those pantries because those pantries are going to run out of food and they're going to run out of quick and no one's going to be able to donate. Government subsidies, kids that are on school lunch programs, are they going to get lunches? To me, this is a tyrant um, action. I think that right now he's being tyrannical, and that's because he's not getting his way. No one's going to get their way. Exactly. And Sarah, I try really hard to be good. I try, but just because you want a wall built, and I listen to that, and I kind of understand what's going on there. You're not going to feed your people who need, your elderly, your handicapped, your disabled, um, single mothers, people that are, you know, oh, oh my God. I did a video about prepping and getting ready. It was the warning, get ready because thank you, Sabrina, because I'm going to tell you right now, you need to. And you need to get some longer term food too, just in case. And I know that the food pantries offer dried rice and dried beans, canned foods. Stock up on those. Rice is good, oatmeal is good, all of those things, canned foods, canned meat. Um, Snatch it up. A lot of people say go to the Dollar Tree and get your food. Well, if you watch sales, and you're a couponer, I believe, you know that you can get cheaper food at other stores other than the dollar store, Dollar Tree. So I really have a problem with just telling people to go to the Dollar Tree because we all know that it's smaller portions and you can get better deals at the other grocery stores. But look, look for every food pantry. I am going to see, as long as it's not like too bad tomorrow morning, I am going to go to one of our food pantries. I might hit both of them. I don't know. My neighbor is disabled, and I normally do some deals for him. Good job, guys. So I'm going to go to the food pantry because he's too proud to go, and I'm going to go up and see what they have. My mother-in-law volunteers at one of them, so I'm going to go there and get some stuff and then bring it back to him or just keep it here so that way when he starts needing a little bit, I can do it. I also have been stocking up him some cat food and dog food for his animals as well. But I will not stock up on his cat litter because it seems to me like these people with their cat litter drives me crazy. They won't use the basic cat litter. Oh my god. Mm, that's one of them things where I want to call him dumb. Oh my goodness. An hour and 10 minutes. This is crazy. I can't believe I've been sitting here that long. Yeah, buying in bulk. I've never done that, but like 25 pounds of rice is a lot of rice. I just do a little bit at a time, but I have buckets of food. Buckets. When I started prepping, I converted two closets into prepper pantries, and I bought totes. I do live in an older house, so there's always this issue with mice, and even with, oh God, there's little eyes. You see him? There he is. I still have an issue with mice, but so I have all these totes, and I have totes stacked up inside of the pantries and the closets, and also in my stockpile room with food in it. And I just, whenever there's a really good sale, I snatch up as much as I can. But also, you got to think about how you're going to cook stuff too. If things get really bad, so you always have to keep in mind, how am I going to cook this? How am I going to keep warm? Do I have extra of this, extra of that? I am a prepper, but I'm a couponer. I really wish there was a Sam's or something like that out here. I just don't want to drive to God knows where to get it. A Sam's membership. Plus, I have a hard time with just spending money. I guess I could get a guest pass. I would really love to have some bulk rice. What do you think? Hey, what do you think? You're going to run out of food. What are you going to do if you run out of food? You eat my food? He'll eat my food. Is that water going to come out of the sink? Don't know. I don't know if you heard about this or not, but the government was also talking. Stop talking like that, Mama D. Don't want to hear that. Quit. Quit. Um, they were talking about terrorists threats already for EMPs, or where they destroy the grid, the electric grid. Apparently, there's been some major threats to our electric grid right now, and so you gotta start thinking about this stuff because they see us as weak right now. We are weak right now. We're a divided nation. What's better to do than to hit our power source, and watch us implode into a major civil war? We're there right now. We are in a civil war of sorts right now. And I'm not. I'm sitting back going, you guys are nuts. You guys are absolutely crazy. Raise your babies. Quit worrying about who's doing what to what and whom, and just, you know, worry about the common folk. Quit worrying about your asses in those seats. But we are in a civil war of some sorts. Like it's a push and shove. It's not really with the common folk yet, but it's coming, I think. And especially if someone were to hit, yeah, I mean, if someone hits our electric and our electric grid goes down, people are going to fight really quickly over nothing. Nothing. And those that are not prepared are going to either have a hard time finding something, or they're going to turn into people that they're not in order to find what they need to feed their babies themselves. Yeah, people will freak out. And out here in rural area where I'm at, there's a lot of like-minded people out here, farming, livestock, canning, you know. So I don't know. But I mean, there's just these little itty bitty things that can happen that will cause great big problems. And I think number one problem is with no one getting their help or their SNAP program benefits or their yeah. I think that's going to be a big problem. And it won't take long for these food pantries to run out of food because the government's not going to subsidize the stores that are donating, and the stores will get better off their insurance of lost food than of the government subsidies for donating it. I'm just saying, there's just all kinds of little facets that a lot of people don't think about, and man, that's why. Yeah, um, I know that a lot of preppers will tell you about, who will die first in an SHTF situation, and it's the people that are dependent on medications, procedures, things like that, because that stuff's not going to happen. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to scare people, but I want people to think of possibilities because every facet of a possibility that could happen is something else you need to be prepared for. And being prepared for anything is better than being prepared for nothing. You know, if you're wrong, that's fantastic, but you are prepared. If you're not prepared and it does happen, then what? I don't know. My husband, he's not a prepper, but by God, he sees how much I put into it and he sees exactly what's going on. Hey, Sheena, how are you? So, yeah, crazy, crazy. But yeah, being prepared, and right now it's very important. But like I said, when that electric grid, if it's just one little thing, that's just another little thing. So you've got people rioting, then you've got the electric, and with the electric comes water and sanitation. Oh, I can't imagine this. Yeah, well, we're kind of talking reality. That's what we do. Absolutely. Food, water, candles. Yep. Got to put it all back. You know, and like you're a homesteader. Um, Back when life was actually homesteading, pioneer life, and living off the land and canning, freezing, drying, whatever to preserve food. They also made sure they had wood for the winter. They had everything they needed just in case. Yes, I believe that baby wipes. I have a stockpile of baby wipes that is out of this world. First aid, absolutely, because if you get an infection, what's going to happen? Can't call for a prescription. Got to take care of it. All kinds of stuff. That's right. Prepping is the way to go. Homesteading is the way if you can. Growing your own food. Yeah. But to keep it on a lighter note, life is good if you make it good. Right? Right, Maggie? He wants more turkey. Peas and turkey. Oh, I cannot believe I've been on for an hour and 20 minutes. That is crazy. But I do have to get off of here. And Sarah Jane, you take care of Mama D. I don't know where Kathleen went. Sheena, I wish you to come in earlier. This is only my second live attempt, and I think it went pretty well. And Sabrina, we'll have to figure out a good meeting spot, and maybe this coming year or coming warmer weather, maybe we'll meet in the middle somewhere. Oh, Sheena, I know. I need to watch some of your videos too. See, my homestead is going to be like the shabby little shack. So you all have a great night, and just start preparing, ladies. Prep for what you need and what you may need. Y'all have a good night. Bye.